Assalamualaikum girls, I hope all of you will be fine and enjoying good health. Today topic of discussion is Nightmare. It is a poem that is written by W.H. Auden. Before going through the poem, let's discuss the introduction first. Basically, Nightmare is a powerful depiction and analysis the impact of a nightmare on night train carrying the mail through the Scottish countryside. In this poem, the night mail is personified by using words like snorting, noisy, etc. In this way, the poet changed a lifeless thing into a living form. The night mail passes through many high and low areas. It passes by moorland boulder and the field of cotton. Basically, the poem is describing the night train that is carrying the mail, letters, checks. Here, the poet has personified the night mail by giving the night mail human being qualities or attributes. As you will find out different words like snorting and noisily. These all are the characteristics of human being. So here you will see that how a lifeless thing is converted into a living one because it is working tirelessly, or it is doing some tireless job day and night, or 24 hours a day with determination, and at the same time you will find out that it is punctual and dutiful, and it is not discriminating anyone. It is passing high or low areas with determination. It is facing each and every obstacle that it finds in its way without getting tired. And here you will also see that it is not showing any kind of discrimination between the people. It is delivering checks and letters to each and every caste of people, or each and every category of people, whether they are poor or rich. So basically, night mail is personified by the poet, and the poet is giving human being qualities to a non-living thing, and through it the poet is trying to convey a message to human beings how we can be in our daily routine, or how we can be determined like night mail, and we can achieve our tasks, we can reach our destination through hard work without caring about our rest, without thinking about any problem, or without caring about any obstacle that we face in the way of success. Okay, dear students, now come to the explanation of the poem. I am going to read the first stanza and then I am going to explain it. This is the night mail, crossing the border, bringing the check and the postal order. Here I am going to break the stanza. Now girls, in these lines, the poet is describing the functions of night mail, which crosses the border to reach its destination. Destination means to reach the place where it has to reach. It brings checks and postal orders for all and sundry. It goes across the borders. It is surely a symbol of commitment, punctuality and regularity. So here we will find out that what is the main function of night mail. Basically, it brings letters or checks to different people of the city, or you can say of the town, and it is doing the same thing. यानी जो नाइट मेल है ये लेटर ला रही है या फिर चेक ला रही है, लोगों तक पहुंचा रही है. Next lines, or you can say next stanza. Letters for the rich, letters for the poor, the shop at the corner, the girl next door. The poet says that the night mail brings letters for all of the people, whether they are rich or they are poor, without any kind of discrimination. It is doing its work. It brings letters and checks for a shopkeeper and for common household girl. It also reaches everywhere and influences everyone due to its hard work, because it is not only punctual but at the same time you can say a hard work thing, which is doing a tiresome job and doing its job 24 hours a day. So it is not showing any kind of discrimination against anyone. It is delivering the letters or checks to every kind of people, or whether they are rich or whether they are poor. Now come to next lines. Pulling up Petuck up steady climb, the gradient against her, but she is on time. Here the poet describes the night mail steadily climbs up the hills of Petuck. It faces different kinds of barriers against it, but it is always on time because it is punctual. It teaches us the lesson of commitment and determination. It is not, you can say, losing the time, or it is not wasting the time. It is always on time and delivering each and everything to everyone on time. यानी हर एक को वो टाइम के ऊपर चीज़ें मुहैया कर रही है. उसके अलावा वो जो बीटक है, एक वैली है स्कॉटलैंड में, उधर वो हिल्स के ऊपर चढ़ रही है. उसके अलावा मतलब she is, you can say, it is a dedicated night mail, and it is doing the work with great commitment and determination. Next lines. Past cotton grass and moorland boulder, shoveling white steam over her shoulder. The train here keeps on moving towards its destination. It passes through the cotton field and rocky lands, and it showers white stream over its shoulders. It is very consistent and determined in its work. So here you can say that the train keeps on moving towards this destination. It is not thinking about whether it is night or whether it is day. It is doing a tiresome job, and it is crossing the streams or any obstacle it is facing. Next lines. Snorting noisily, she passes silently miles of wingspan grasses. Here the poet uses, you can say, auditory imagery. Why auditory imagery? Because here you can feel the snorting of the night mail. Snorting means kharate lena. The poet here uses the auditory imagery to describe the journey of the train, as it creates a loud snorting sound. Then it passes silently, miles together. It passes by the wind-bent grass in the field. Again, no doubt it is also feeling sleepy, or you can say you can feel the snort of the night mail, but it is not stopping, and it is passing silently and covering miles of the distance. I hope guys you are clear. Now come to line 11 and 12. Birds turn their heads as she approaches, stare from bushes at her. Blank-faced coaches. Now here in these lines the poet is describing the reaction of the birds as the night mail passes nearby them. They just turn their heads and stare at these blank-faced coaches. Even the birds have learned about its presence. Here you can see that the scene is about birds who are sleeping or who are in sleeping mode. But when the night mail passes nearby them, they also get awake, and they are staring at the coaches of night mail with great surprise that it is still doing work at this night of the hour. Means it is doing work day and night. Sheepdogs cannot turn her course. They slumber on with paws across. Now here in these lines, the train also influences the sheepdogs. Though they are very watchful, yet they feel relaxed because they have learned that night mail is not a danger for the sheep. So they just sleep and do not try to change its course. Next lines. In the farm she passes, no one wakes, but a jug in a bedroom gently shakes. In the final lines here, the poet says that the night mail passes nearby the farms. It may shake a jug in the bedroom, but it does not affect human sleep. So here you can see that it is passing or covering its distance silently, yet it is moving, and although it is not affecting human sleep, but with the shake of night mail, or you can say with the arrival of night mail, even a jug can be shaked, or that is present in the bedroom, and it can be shaked, and there it could produce a kind of jug in the home as well. Dawn freshens, her climb is done, down towards Glasgow she descends. Now here, dawn freshen means that morning has arrived, and her work is complete, and she has delivered letters and checked to each and every person of the town. And here the last station where she stops, or where it stops, where the night mail stops, is Glasgow. So here it is reaching to its destination, that is Glasgow, and it has almost covered the destination, or it has almost covered the work she was supposed to do. Night mail is basically a depiction that is showing the hard work by night mail. Here you will find example of personification, because human being qualities are given to a non-living thing. So here the poet is showing that night mail is not only dutiful but also punctual, and performs her duty very well. So all these attributes are given to human beings. So here we will find out, you can say, example of personification in this poem, as the poet is giving human being qualities or to a night mail, and the poet is also personifying the night mail. So personification is the figure of speech in which human beings qualities or attributes are given to a non-living thing. Here see the line 2 or second line. The poet describes the journey of the night mail, which travels at night and brings letters, check and postal orders for the people. It does not discriminate between the rich and the poor. Now here you can see the quality of night mail, that it is not discriminating anyone. It is not showing discrimination between the rich and the poor, and the main task it is doing is to bring postal cards, check or letters to each and every place, or to every kind of people, whether they are poor, whether they are rich. The second quality it is describing is that it is punctual and dutiful. Its way is full of ups and downs, but it does not get tired. Sometimes its way is smooth, but sometimes it passes through uneven lands. So here you can say that it is not only dutiful, but all the same time it is showing determination, that it is not ending up the task by getting tired, but even though she is tired, but she's crossing and she's reaching to its destination, to her destination, and providing facilities to the people, and she is not even caring about its own or her own rest. It passes through cotton fields, cities and hilly areas. The sheep dog do not bark at her. Even human beings who are sleeping do not get disturbed by it. It means that it is providing the facility very smoothly, and it is not disturbing anyone. Rather, it is doing her task smoothly, that even the human beings are not disturbed, or even the sheepdog are not disturbed by its arrival. Only a jug shakes in the bedroom by its movement, means it is only producing slight jerks, which is only shaking a jug that is present in the room. Dear students, as you can see that I have provided you solved answers of the questions. You have to copy them in your notebooks. In slide 3 and slide 4, you will find out solved answers of the questions, and do memorize them by heart as well. I hope that you have understood each and everything that is related to poem. I will try to discuss it thoroughly in the class as well. But for the time being, I have prepared these slides for you, so that you will get a better concept related to the poem.